I never saw so much time spent on nothing.
It only takes a second. All right, the fastest way is to find out who's voting not guilty. All those in favor of not guilty.
Please raise your hands. Still the same. 1, 2, 3 not guilty, 9 guilty.
So now, where are we? I'm telling you, we can yada yak till next Tuesday. Where's it all getting us?
Pardon? I vote not guilty.
Oh. What?
What are you talking about? I mean, we're all going crazy in here.
Here, this kid is guilty. Why don't you pay attention to the facts? I mean, tell him, will you? This is going to be a goddamn joke.
The vote is 8-4 in favor of guilty.
I mean, everybody's heart is starting to bleed for this punk little kid.
Hey, what is this? Love your underprivileged brother week or something? I want you to get up and tell me why you changed your vote. Come on, now, give me reasons.
I don't have to defend my decision to you.
I now have a reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt? That's nothing but words. Look at the knife. The kid you just decided is not guilty was seen ramming that thing into his father.
Well, what about this, Mr. Reasonable Doubt?
That's not the knife, don't you remember?
Oh, brilliant.
I'm telling you, this is the craziest. I mean, what are we supposed to believe? I mean, you're sitting here, you're pulling stories out of thin air, you know?
Look, what about the old man, huh?
I suppose now we're supposed to believe that the old man didn't get up out of bed, didn't run to the door, and didn't see the kid go down the stairs 15 seconds after the killing. He's only saying he did to be important.
Wait a minute. Did the old man say that he ran to the door?
Ran, walk, what? What's the difference? He got on, did he? I mean, he got there, didn't he?
No, well, wait a second.
He said he ran. At least I think he did.
I don't remember what he said, but I don't see how he could run.
He said he went from his bedroom to the front of the door.
Now, isn't that enough?
Where was the bedroom?
It was down the hall somewhere.
I thought you remembered everything.
Don't you remember that? No. Mr. Foreman, could we see the diagram of that apartment again, please?
Why don't we run this whole trial all over again so that you can get everything straight?
Mr. Foreman, could we please?
I heard you.
All right, what is all this? Why, how come you're the only one in the room that has to see exhibits all the time?
If we have to wait through all that nonsense about where the body was found...
We don't. We're just going to try to find out how an old man who's had 2 strokes in 3 years...
Can get from his bedroom to his front door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds.
He said 15.
He said 20 seconds. What are you trying to distort?
He said 15.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that.
He said 15 seconds.
He was very positive about it.
He was an old man. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive about anything?
I don't see what you're going to prove here. The man said he saw the boy running out.
Well, let's see if the details bear him out.
Now, the minute the body fell, the old man says he heard footsteps running towards the front door upstairs.
Heard the upstairs door open, the footsteps start down the stairs. He said he got to his own front door as fast as he could, and he swore it couldn't have been more than 15 seconds. Now, if the killer began running immediately...
But maybe he didn't.
The old man said he did.
You know, you ought to be in Atlantic City at that hair splitters convention.
Hey, why don't you stop making smart remarks all the time?
Oh, my friend, for your $3 a day,
All right,
you have
now
to
that you
listen
got
to
that
everything.
thing in here,
you
what
know?
about it?
All right, here's the apartment where the killing took place.
The old man's apartment is beneath and exactly the same.
Here are the L tracks, a bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom. Here's the hall. Here are the stairs. Now, the old man was in this bedroom right here. He says he crossed to the door and walked down the hall, opened the front door just in time to see the boy running down the stairs. Am I right so far?
That's the story for the 19th time.
15 seconds after the body hit the floor. Correct.
Now, he would have had to get out of bed, get his cane, right? Walk 12 feet, open the bedroom door, walk 43 feet, open the front door. And all in 15 seconds. Now, you think that's possible?
You know it's possible.
Do you think he could have done it?
Sure he could have done it.
He can walk only very slowly. They had to help him into the witness chair.
You make it sound like a long walk.
For an old man who's had a stroke, it's a long walk.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try it, see how long it took.
What do you mean you want to try it? Why didn't his lawyer bring it up of its own
Well,
force?
maybe he just didn't think about it.
What do you mean didn't think of it? To think a man's an idiot or something, it's an obvious thing.
Did you think of it?
Listen, smart guy, don't matter whether I thought of it. He didn't bring it up because he knew it had hurt his case. What do you think of that?
Maybe he didn't bring it up because it would have meant bullying and badgering a helpless old man You know that doesn't sit very well with a jury. Most lawyers avoid it if they can.
So what kind of a bum is he then?
That's what I've been asking, buddy. Pass me that chair, will you?
Just going to find out how long it took him. Let's see. I'm going to taste off the length of his bedroom. That's 12 feet now.
You're crazy. You can't reconstruct a thing like that. Perhaps if we could see it. This is an important point. It's a ridiculous waste of time. Well, let him do it.
That hallway was what? It was 43 feet. Well, I'll pace over to that wall and then back around this way again.
Look, this is absolutely insane. What are you wasting everybody's time in here for?
Look, according to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. Now, we can spare that, see?
40, 41, 42, 43.
Will you stand right there and mark the front door? It was chain locked according to the testimony, remember? Has anybody got a watch for the second hand?
I have.
You want me to start? Stamp your foot. That'll be the body falling. You can tie me from there.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Just a second. What are we going to do, play charades now?
Come on. Come on, Woody. I'm waiting for the second hand to reach 6 feet. Okay.
Go!
Oh, come on, speed it up, speed it up. The old man walked twice as fast as that.
I think this is even faster than the old man walked.
If you want me to walk faster than that, I will. Lock, door,
Stop. What's the time?
Just a second. 20, exactly.
42 seconds.
Here's what I think happened. The old man heard the fight between the boy and his father a few hours earlier. Then when he's lying in his bed, he heard a body hit the floor in the boy's apartment, heard the woman scream from across the street, got to his front door as fast as he could, heard somebody racing down the stairs, and assumed it was the boy.
I think that's possible.
Assume?
I've seen lots of dishonesty in my day, but this little display takes the cake.
You come in here with your sanctimonious talk about slum kids and injustice.
You listen to some fairy tales, suddenly you start getting through to some of these old ladies. Well, you're not getting through to me. I've had enough.
What's the matter with you people?
You all know he's guilty.
He's got to burn. We let him slip through our fingers.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Maybe you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you bet I'd like to pull the switch.
I feel sorry for you. What it must feel like to want to pull the switch.
Ever since we've walked into this room, you've acted like a self-appointed public avenger.
Shut up. You want this boy to die because you personally want
It's not because of the facts.
to. You're a sadist.
Shut up!
You don't actually mean that you'll kill me, do you?
What the hell's going on here?
I heard some noise.
Oh, no, everything's all right. We're just, you know, friendly little argument. That's, listen, we're through with that diagram. You can take it if you want.
What are you looking at?
Somebody has to start it off again.
I beg pardon. I beg pardon. What are you so polite about?
For the same reason you're not. It's the way I was brought up. This fighting, that's not why we are here, to fight.
We have a responsibility. This is a remarkable thing about democracy, that we are, what's the word, notified.
that we are notified by mail to come down to this place and decide about the guilt or innocence of a man we have not known before.
We have nothing to gain or lose by our verdict. This is one of the reasons why we are strong.
You should not make it a personal thing.
If nobody else has an idea, I might have a cutie here. I mean, I haven't given it much thought, but let's throw it out on the stoop and see if the cat licks it up.
The cat licks it up?
Yeah, if the boy...
Well, look how dark it's getting out there. I bet we're gonna have a storm now.
Yeah. Boy, it's hot.
Pardon me, but don't you ever sweat?
No, I don't.
Well, listen, I was wondering if,
Maybe we could take another vote.
Yeah, maybe we can follow this one up with dancing.
And refreshments, huh?
Mr. Foreman?
Well, that's okay with me.
Anyone doesn't want to vote?
I think we should have an open ballot. Call out your votes. See who stands where.
Well, that sounds fair to me. Anyone object?
Right. All right, the last vote was 8-4 in favor of guilty.
Supposing I call off your jury numbers.
1. Oh, that's me. I could vote guilty.
Number 2.
Not guilty.
Number 3. Guilty! 4.
Guilty.
5.
Not guilty.
Number 6.
Not guilty.
Number 7.
Guilty! Number 8.
Not guilty.
Number 9. Not guilty. Number 10.
Guilty.
Number 11.
Not guilty.
Number 12. Number 12.
Guilty. Vote is 6-6.
Yeah, and we go into extra innings here, huh?
6-6.
I tell you, the crime is being committed right in this room.
Well, I'm telling you, some of you people have lost your damn mind up in here, kid like that.
I don't think the kind of boy he is has anything to do with it.
The facts are supposed to determine the case.
Don't give me that. I'm sick and tired of facts. You can twist them any way you like. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
The point that this gentleman has been making. You keep shouting
at the top of your lungs. I'd like to be a few years younger. That man gets on my... Well, it's hot in here, isn't it, huh?
Want a drink of water?
No, thanks. Thanks.
It's gonna rain.
Well, how'd you figure that out, killer?
How come you switched?
Well, it just seemed.
You only got a leg to stand on, don't you?
Well, I don't feel that way. There were a lot of details that didn't come out.
Details?
Oh, come on. You're like everybody else. You think too much, you get mixed up. You know what I mean?
You get all mixed
Now,
up.
you listen.
You just mixed up.
You just
mixed up, I
listen.
said.
You have no right. You loud mouth.
Here it comes.
Look at that.
Everybody give me a hand over here.
All right. Get that window. Come on.
Look at that come down, will you?
You know, it reminds me of the city championships 3 years ago. What a game.
I don't know, something was... It was quite a storm we had there. It was right in the middle of a game. We were behind 76, but we just started to move the ball right up tackle. I just started to cut right in, slash, slash right in, cut right through. And, we had this kid Slattery, He was an ox, a real ox. I wish I had another one just like him.
Great kid. Quiet, respectful, wiry, but he could shake you out of your shoes. Nobody could touch him. I'm the football coach over at Bayside.
Starting to move along real nicely. The whole line is just coming apart. And it starts to come down, cats and dogs, just like this. Just whoosh, right down. Well, that was murder,
Now, the fourth quarter, the field was a mud bath. The elder, of course, he couldn't get his footing. He's a scat back. They had a big fullback. They just rammed down our throats and won the game.
I swear, I nearly balled him. We couldn't go nowhere.
But, you know, I'll always remember the elder after the game. He was sitting on the bench, still in his uniform, staring off into space. This broke my heart.
What is it with this fan here? How come?
You're working in here. What do you say, huh?
Oh, man.
Hey, huh?
Hey, look at this. Hey, it must have been connected to the light switch.
Well, things are looking up here, huh? Why? Better.
Hey. That's a damn stupid thing to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know?
Pardon me.
Now, what about this thing? Even Steven. Kind of surprising, isn't it?
Yes.
Say that business before when that tall guy, what's his name, was trying to bait me.
That doesn't prove anything. I'm a very excitable person. Where does he come off calling me a public avenger and a sadist and everything?
Anyone in his right mind would blow a stack, huh? He was just trying to bait me.
He did an excellent job.
I'll tell you what I think.
All right, we ain't going nowhere in here. I'm ready to go into court right now and declare a hung jury.
I go for that, too. Come on.